Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Sharon, of course, and my co-host.
This is Jamal. We back at it again.
Yeah, well, Jamal, what we got going on? What we got going on, Jamal?
All right. This is in Africa. A woman sold her kid for $1,000. And now she crying that she want her back. How you gonna sell your kid and then you want her back? What the hell's going on here, people?
Well, now I can understand that since she done spent the money. Now she need the kid back.
Hey.
So she can sell her again on another rainy day. Hey, that makes sense to me.
It don't make sense to me. Now your kid could possibly end up being dead somewhere.
Raped.
Raped. I think the kid was either 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, she's probably raped.
Yeah.
She's somebody's wife.
Somebody's a wife. What in the world coming to, people? You sell your kid for $1,000.
She will never see that kid again. The kid is 5 years old. She probably got a 30-year-old husband right now.
Well, let's get more into this video.
Because she is in Africa, you know.
Smith garnered national attention in South Africa. The 6-year-old lived with her mother, Kelly, along with her 2 siblings and her mother's boyfriend in this tent shack in the Middle Post informal settlement.
Before we finish, we got this video from Pink Book Lesson. Go there, check her channel out, and like, share, comment, subscribe.
6-year-old child in Dyersville area in Saldanha Bay is pleading for her safe return. The search for Jocelyn Smith is in its 5th day. She was last seen on Monday morning when she was left in the care of her mother's boyfriend. PNCA's Nobisutu Hejana reports.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. So please bring back my daughter.
The search was on after Jocelyn went missing on February 19th. Many South African agencies came together to search for her after her mother and her mother's boyfriend contacted police. It was originally reported that she disappeared while in the care of her mother's boyfriend, but as the search intensified, many people started to suspect something in the buttermilk wasn't clean. They began to think Jocelyn's mother, Kelly, wasn't telling the truth.
I also made contact with Kelly, who was the mother of at that stage of little Jocelyn. So I made contact with her at that stage, and I spoke to her, and immediately I could sense something is wrong. So when I sent that information of her voice notes, I sent it through to the police commissioners so that they can go through it, because something wasn't right with it.
Now, nearly 3 weeks since she went
Wait a
missing,
minute.
this story is making it.
What the heck did he just say?
He said he knew something wasn't right with. He said he knew something wasn't right with the story, so he sent it over to the commissioner.
Oh, you can understand that gibberish, can't you?
That's all right.
That's where you from?
No.
South Africa? You look like South Africa. But anyway, so, well, maybe her mama didn't sell her. She left her in the care of her boyfriend.
That story is fishy. They both was together and sold that child.
Well, she left her with the boyfriend.
She's lying.
Okay, go ahead.
International news. As Jocelyn's mother was arrested, accused of selling Jocelyn for $1,000.
What?
We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from South Africa, drop South Africa below in the comments. Jocelyn was a student at Dyersville Primary School before she went missing from this home where she lived with her older brother, younger.
She like one of Steph Curry's kids.
Well, her mama tell like she could be Steph Curry's sister.
All right. Well, let's play some more.
Her sister, her mother, and her mother's boyfriend in the Saldanha Bay area on South Africa's west coast. The shack they lived in only had one window, and her brother had to collect clean water from a nearby tap.
Don't you hate it when a flashlight isn't a lightsaber? Meet the world's most...
Reporters visited the shack where they found piles of debris scattered around the outside, and in a few interviews, Kelly, her mother, claimed that Jocelyn stayed home from school the day she went missing because she wasn't feeling well. Kelly says she went to work while she left Jocelyn at home with her boyfriend and 4 other adults. But when she returned home from work around 5 o'clock that evening, both Jocelyn and her boyfriend were nowhere to be found.
33-year-old Kelly Smith says the disappearance of her daughter Jocelyn has her confused and distraught. Kelly says she last saw her child at 8 o'clock in the morning when she left for work. She had left her in the care of her boyfriend, but when she got home, neither Jocelyn nor her boyfriend were there. When he finally turned up, she said he didn't know where the child was. They searched for about 3 hours before calling the police at 10 o'clock that night.
When I left her at home, it was the same as every day. They like to go and play. They like to be around just in our area, just like, there wasn't something different about that day. It was the same as every day. So I didn't notice something different. I didn't notice that this was something wrong. It's just when the nighttime came and I noticed that my daughter is not coming home.
Wait a minute.
The girl is 6 years old, and you don't think it's strange until it get dark that your daughter's not home.
Come on now.
The daughter been gone all day.
I know they do. I know they do things a little differently in this country, but your daughter been gone, and you didn't know she was gone till it was about nighttime.
The boyfriend came home. I don't know where she is, but you don't think that's strange?
She's lying. She has something to do with this.
You don't think it's strange? It don't get strange until nighttime? Then you gonna report the daughter missing?
They
had to come up with a story, didn't
they? Yeah, they had to come up with a story. Because both of them was in on this together.
It took them that long to come up with a story.
I knew something was strange. You knew it was strange because you helped sell your kid. That's the problem. Ninjas, something else.
6-year-old kids just go for $1,000 in South Africa?
I guess so. I'll play some more.
That I started searching for her. Around about 2:10, I called the police. And police came and we started searching.
Some people say that maybe he is responsible for your daughter's disappearance. You know him. He's the father of Jocelyn at home.
That question I don't want to answer.
The news highlighted that this guy was Jocelyn's father, but he was only the mother's boyfriend and not the father of her daughter. Now, she may look like she could have been his daughter, but no, he was Kelly's boyfriend. I guess you would call him Jocelyn's stepfather. He's been identified as Jaquin Apollos. Jaquin told investigators
Is he
was
white?
home all day with Jocelyn. Before
He ain't
told
black.
him she wanted to go to their
He ain't black.
Yes, he is.
He ain't black.
The mother is lighter than him.
They ain't fully black.
Yes, they are South African and black.
They mixed.
No, they're not.
You see the color of their eyes?
That don't mean nothing.
Yes, it does.
Hey, why you yelling?
Because you were challenging me.
We're not out in the barn.
They are mixed people. Those are not black people.
Why does it matter if they black people?
I just asked a question.
Okay. Now let's get on with this.
Hey, look now.
To play with her friend around 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Was that afternoon on 2, I see her the last time. When she tells me that she's gonna go play with her friend or her, I saw her the last time and that's really honest.
Jaquin Apollos says that though he feels responsible for Jocelyn's disappearance, he has no idea what happened to her.
Later that evening, the mother and her boyfriend contacted the police to report Jocelyn missing.
Police say a case of a missing person was only registered on Tuesday.
Joshua Smith was reported as missing at Saldanha Police Station by her mother on Tuesday, the 20th of February.
Residents have been hard at work searching for the young girl.
Tuesday, we searched all over till now. The beach, the Jacobs Bay, Wagland, we searched there by Plakkers Camp also. My heart is so for her because I'm a mother also. And I don't know how is her mind going through, but I Was my child, I was in the hospital the whole week. I will never come out. I will stay in the hospital.
Despite a massive search operation involving police, firefighters, city authorities, specialized dog units, and the South African Navy, Jocelyn wasn't located. However, they did find clothes with stains on it, believed to be blood, in a field near Jocelyn's home, and those items were sent to a lab for forensic examination. Now it's being reported that Raquel Chantel Smith, aka Kelly Smith, Jocelyn's mother, was arrested along with 3 other suspects, including her boyfriend. Raquel is being accused of telling a complete lie about Jocelyn's disappearance, as reports surfaced that she collected $1,000 in exchange for her daughter.
Wow.
Call your doorbell camera company and cancel the subscription. This brand new subscription-free...
A packed courtroom with family members and a large contingent of media who were granted permission to film proceedings. Jocelyn Smith's disappearance has elicited massive interest around the country. Her mother, Raquel, known as Kelly Smith, among the 4 in the dock. While the arrests have been described as a step in the right direction, police say their main goal is to find the child. Police have not ruled out more arrests or the possibility that more charges could be added.
Our ultimate goal is to find the child so that a closure can be done.
I'm sorry to say it,
as we
but
pray that we still want.
I'm sorry to say it, but the kid is no longer alive.
No.
They found clothes with blood on it.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, but she's off with Jesus now.
I don't think they really sold her. That boyfriend did something to that girl and killed her.
Probably.
And he took her somewhere and ditched her body.
I can believe that.
Because where's the money? Where did the money come from?
That's a good question.
They found bloody clothes in the field. No, that boyfriend raped that girl and killed her.
I also believe this is true.
Man, you have to be a sicko. First of all, the mama was a sicko for leaving her kid there with him and some more adults. Who were those other adults?
That's a good question. I can't answer for it, but you gonna leave a girl with a bunch of men?
They all had. Those men probably paid him to have their way with the girl.
I believe it. Now let's watch some more.
To find that child alive.
You're not.
Make an appeal to everyone, every citizen or every person in this country, and in particular in Western Cape, to assist us to find the child. But in that assistance should not be interpreted to mean do investigation, because we, the police, are doing that investigation.
A stern warning has been issued to any person who interferes with the case, and also people posting fake or misleading information on social media.
Actually, there is a legislation that, in terms of the Cybercrime Act, that a person can be charged for distributing false informations.
Apparently, authorities are not happy with people getting on social media, making up stories, saying things like Jocelyn was found, or saying anything just to get attention. They are not happy with that, and they're still looking for her, trying to figure out where she is. Now, let me get to Raquel. If it's true that she took $1,000 for her daughter, this evil, wicked witch should do hard time before being erased from the earth. Just disgusting. And I know people are not still out here leaving their children with their boyfriends in 2024.
Yes, they are.
There should be a charge itself. You toxic, selfish mothers out there, stop doing that. You're out of order. There's no way to explain it. Hopefully they find out exactly what happened, but all of this is way off. And the one person who was supposed to be protecting Jocelyn may have been her worst enemy who orchestrated this whole nightmare. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this.
Yeah.
They pimped that little girl out. That boyfriend pimped that little girl out. She's somewhere in a grave, somewhere deleted.
Yeah, or either she's in a sex trafficking ring.
Either that. I couldn't agree with that. That little girl is nowhere to be found. She is not in. I wouldn't be afraid to bet my last penny, which I don't have that many, but she is not in South Africa. They done shipped her somewhere else. She is being, if she is alive, she's being abused and misused.
That's true. Especially if the Navy was looking for her and they can't find her, I don't think she's in the country no more.
She's not. She's not in the country. No, she probably in South America. Ain't no telling where she is. There's no telling where this child is. She could be over there in Europe. She could be anywhere. This child has been harmed. And they probably, all them people in that room had something to do with it. They probably had sex with the child first, all allegedly. Let me put allegedly. All of them have something to do with it. The 3 adults and that woman, they had something to do with it. Why would she go to work and leave her daughter there with those men?
That's a good question, but like I said, and you are a grown woman, adult, and you know better, even in a foreign country, not to leave your daughter with some men.
Well, these days you can't even leave your boys, the little boys, with a man. If that man not their father, sometimes you can't even leave your kid with the father. But if you don't leave your children with your boyfriend. He's not their father. He don't give a flying flip about them. He wants you to go work, so he probably been eyeing the little girl for a long time.
Well, like I said, all of them should be in prison. Then after prison, something should mysteriously happen to them. I ain't gonna say what it is.
Oh, mysteriously happen?
Yeah, mysteriously happen.
Oh, they should disappear like the little girl did?
I ain't say it.
I think that's what you meant.
I may have meant it, but I didn't say it.
They would never find that child.
Oh, man. Remember, we do not promote violence on this channel, but
if they did delete this child, they probably took her out to sea and dumped her in the ocean.
Yeah.
To where some hungry shark then had a meal out of her.
Or some people like the Epstein brothers. Ooh. They probably got a hold of her. Well, like I said, there's not really much more we can say on this. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Well, I usually say the women in America are trifling and no good. But now I have to extend that to South Africa. Trifling, no good, useless, piece of trash. To be able to do this to this poor, innocent child. This poor, innocent, trusting child. This is just evil. This is plain evil. And the scripture says it is better to tie a millstone around your neck and jump into the deepest part of the ocean than to harm a child. And if you don't get your just reward on this side, you will pay for what you've done to this child. You will pay. You will see this again. And I'm too bad I can't see it happening. But people, take care of your children. I mean, good Lord.
Leave them with the grandmother, your brother, your sister, or something, saying 3 adult men.
I mean, that child wasn't sick. She could have went to school. They planned that. They planned that. These silly women do anything for a man. The man said, leave that girl home. Okay, honey. Yeah. I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Black women, you are some of the most ratchet, trifling, almost useless people on the face of the earth. To do this to a child. I don't have anything good to say about you or for you. To do this to a child. use some freaking birth control pills if you don't want a child and can't take care of them. I don't know about Africa. I don't know if they have birth control in Africa, but I'm kind of sure they do. Get some birth control pills. And if you can't get no birth control pill, keep your underwear on. That is, if you got underwear in South Africa, you probably do, but keep your underwear on. Keep your legs crossed. That's what my grandma used to tell me. Keep your legs crossed. I used to, when I was a kid, I didn't know what she talking about. I'm like, why I gotta keep my legs crossed? But now I know what she meant. But like, share, subscribe, and let us know what you think about this. Well, what do you think happened to this child? What do you think happened to the child? I think she was sold into the sex trafficking game. I think she was sold. I really do. And if she happened to be alive, I feel sorry for her. Because she would never, never, ever, ever, ever be the same. If she happened to survive whatever happened to her, she would never be the same. She would always be mentally deranged. But let's do better as parents. Let's do better. Let's do better. Until next time, folks. Let's do better. Let's do better.
All right, we out.